it is. So there we go.
Game resumed.
All right, let's start this in game. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 4 versus 4 on Big Game Hunters. If you guys played Brood War, this map should be a bit of a throwback to you. Now, we could go around the map and introduce everybody, but I think you know who the survivors are. So instead, we're going to do is show you the map vision real quick, and you can see what exactly. So the spawn locations for Suppy, the new Tafarkrat's tribe, are actually pretty nice. 3 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Suppy, messed up. Meanwhile, League of Friendship, we checked their vision. Again, 3 players kind of close to each other, but poor Brent off on his own. We'll have to see if that hurts, as it looks like him and MaSsan are kind of the odd man out in their tribe. So they got to be really careful.
Yeah, and you know, this is a wild arrangement too, considering that I think we have some people off racing. TubbyTheFat playing as Zerg.
Oh, where is he in the spawn?
And he's in the we're gonna call it the direct south position.
Yeah, there we go. TubbyTheFat, a Grandmaster Protoss player with some tactical decision making. Now, there's not a whole lot of secrets to let you guys in on for this, but one was the fact that all these players knew there's only 1 gas geyser per base. So Tubby said, hey, Protoss is a really gas-dependent race. I think I will not play Protoss for this.
Yeah, that's an interesting build he's going for. Tempo's doing something very similar in the southwestern portion of the map. I want to point out that, you know, Brent's actually doing something crazy himself here. He's kind of figured out here that MaSsan is isolated to the lower right, and he's gonna go for double 2 racks, and it looks like he wants to rally across, but I get the feeling it's gonna be something a little different.
Yeah, Brent being somebody who can take advantage of the map here, I imagine to just float these over, because if you're going to 2-rack somebody, you do it from like outside their base. You do it over here, even if it's a foreign map. But hang on, while we're talking about this, Tubby, Zerg Master here coming out with some very early lings.
Yeah, man, going towards that.
I guess we could transfer the production,
location.
but I don't know. You guys didn't have fun watching the production tab, whatever. It's like 5 people. But yeah, there's the barracks being lifted off, floated over. So MaSsan could be in a bit of trouble. His weakness in 1 versus 1s is the 2 racks. But this isn't just the 2 racks. This is a 2 racks with, like, I'm not sure what pool is that, like a 10 pool? Either way, way too much for him to handle. Even the bunker coming down here. This could be problems.
Action. Absolute crazy action going down there to the lower right-hand corner. There's also a little bit of action to the top, direct north position here, where Tempo's moving in on QueenE, the handful of lings.
League of Friendship, Master of Cheeses, dude. We got the 2 racks and the double early pools.
And this is actually, a devastating situation here for MaSsan developing low right. The bunker has finished up. He's got simply nothing but lings and queens and a spine crawler to defend.
The small catch to this, though, is while having the bunker up, what is it going to hit? It's not in range of anything, is the downside to where it got put up. Meanwhile, it looks like Suppy managed to sneak a couple lings into Brent's mineral line. He's got, he pulls the SCVs. Has to be darn careful about this.
And that's such a smart move there from Suppy, realizing the fact that his ally is cornered there to the literal bottom corner of the map, but going to disrupt the economy of Brent, definitely going to at least do something.
Well, Kaitlyn's
keep his team in the game.
Kaitlyn's finally got her lings out on the map, and let's not forget, she's partners with QueenE, so double lings, or having actually chased them out of the base. QueenE now with the Mothership Core can defend this top portion of the map.
Tubby looks like he wanted to posture up at Suppy's there, but he's going to chase down and try to cut off these lings, which it looks like they are... Suppy's micro is just too good.
Meanwhile, Kaitlyn's got another 10 lings on the way, and this is getting hard to keep up with 4 things going on at a time. I'll do my best here, guys. Spine crawler now down. Brent's got to be careful. He can dance in and out of the bunker. You can do some intense micro with this, but instead looks like he's opting to... Is he going to salvage? Okay, there he is. Just sacrifice it straight up. Meanwhile, lots of lings. Oh my god, what is
2 huge swells of lings here from Tempo, and Tubby going to clash against Kaitlyn's lings. She's got to get back. Her speed is done. She's got a macro hatchery just about to go up.
This many lings. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, QueenE is going to get pinned up there against the hatchery. Tubby being a little preemptive. They're going to actually go for drones in this situation.
Oh, but here comes Suppy to the rescue with some of his own speedlings.
Oh, man, yeah, they are destroying Brent's base.
Stacking the heck out of that. Oh, Suppy's hitting Brent's base and defending Kaitlyn at the same time.
Yeah, that's Suppy, ladies and gentlemen.
DAE Suppy, anybody? Like... But okay, Brent's at home with his Marines, but I believe he's lost every SCV on the field, or at least it looks like that. 1 SCV. Where's this 1 SCV? Building a factory.
Yeah, he's in trouble. He's going to go ahead and lift that command center. MaSsan is well protected to the bottom right-hand corner. It looks like, actually, Tafarkrat's is going to take the side map.
How did MaSsan hold this off? Like, spine crawlers are great, I guess.
patience, Rifkin. Patience and the help of his teammates to distract their opponents, basically. That's disrupting your economy. Definitely something you want to pay attention to this game. And speaking of economy, TubbyTheFat's economy is about to go down. 2 huge packs of Lings here. And once again, this is not a Grandmaster Zerg player. It's a Grandmaster Protoss player. And Rifkin, I don't know if anyone can overcome this deficit here.
This is so many Lings just flooding across the map. Meanwhile, while this is going on, Puck is like the only person, him and Tempo have taken expansions. So while they've lost basically 2 teammates, they haven't had their eyes on the macro game. We got a couple Zealots here from QueenE just slaughtering at everything. I mean, can Puck and Tempo do this off of 2 bases? I mean,
Puck's
right now,
throwing down a Dark Shrine in the back of the base, so there's a lot of potential for that to at least do some type of disruption to get him back in the game. But it's Tempo, I don't know if he's long. Oh well, he's gonna use the Banelings. Actually, really nice Baneling hits there to defend.
Oh,
with just
Brent's
tier 1 units.
Brent's making a big wall off.
Oh, and he gets down.
Brent just saved the entire base of Tempo for the time being, but here come the Stalkers and the Zealots. They will clean this up. Brent's got to be careful. This is, if he wants to get back in the game, he can't lose this command center. It is the #1 important thing.
Yeah, that's certainly true. I mean, his team needs to stay alive first, and QueenE making a presence here with the gateway units definitely going to defend or prevent that for a little bit of time.
QueenE's got some balls on her, dude. Those are some very aggressive pylons.
Look at Puck's Photon Overcharge, though, on his expansion, can hit the units that are attacking Tempo.
That is ridiculous, but it's not going to save this hatchery, dude. This is way too much for Tempo to hold off alone. Suppy already in the mineral line. Zealots coming in to finish that blow, and it's looking really grim here for the new League of Friendship.
It's looking pretty grim, but the expansion locations for these players isn't the best in the world. MaSsan's just finishing up his first expansion. QueenE's is about 1/4 of the way done at kaitlyn's expansion. Suppy hasn't even taken an expansion. He's on layer tech right now. They've got 3 players killed, but you know, Puck's been chilling on 2 bases the entire game, and DTs are making their way out into the field in this current moment in time, right in the center of the map.
I want to win a QueenE while being aggressive behind all this. Has also taken weapon upgrades. The only person, by the looks of it, to take actual weapon upgrades.
There you go.
This
Gotta
is
get your advantages where you can.
Well, you know, we're talking about the Dark Tempos for Puck, but look at his base here. It's so nicely walled off. The cannons are going to defend against most of the Lings. Quite frankly, QueenE's the only one with the real brute force damage to break this, unless Suppy makes like 50 Banelings right away.
Well, Suppy's in a little bit of trouble in the upper right-hand corner of the map here. DT going to town on a couple of Spores and the Spine Crawlers, and there's no detection. I mean, he's got Lair Tech, but there's no Overseer in the vicinity.
There's going to be no detection either. Yeah, he's killed the Spore Crawler stuff. It's just Spines building.
Yeah, kaitlyn's actually having a lot of trouble in the upper left-hand corner of the map. Her Queen's about to fall, and she's trying to desperately build a Spore Crawler, but there's more and more units making their way on the field here for Puck.
Well, actually, I like this. QueenE's got a defensive pylon here on the base, but unfortunately, with no detection, Warpins will be irrelevant. Meanwhile, it looks like because QueenE's got... Oh, when did... QueenE! She's got some cannons up on her mineral line, so Puck's not going to be able to touch her, unfortunately.
But kaitlyn is getting touched in the face. She is getting just absolutely murdered up here in the upper left-hand corner.
Actually,
trying to detonate Baneling.
Yeah, that's kind of a cool move.
There you go.
I guess if you don't have detection... I mean, the Overseer just got there, but still. 3 more DTs coming out of Puck. But guys, this is kind of the effort. Puck, I mean, Brent's apparently trying to mine off of Puck's base. I don't know what's up with that, really. I mean, it's just not going to happen.
Command center, though. Mules are pretty good.
Sick force what's happening. MaSsan, meanwhile, who's done absolutely nothing while this is going on. I mean, he's just expanding. Look at this. He's taking Brent's space. He's taking Brent's expansion. He's taking his own expansion. If by some crazy miracle Puck can pull this off, MaSsan's ready to take him in the late game.
This is a huge battle going up here. Puck is actually dominating with these couple of...
These Archons are going to be huge.
And... I mean, he's pushing forward at the expansion. A couple of Banelings are actually going to come down here for kaitlyn, though, but they're being blocked by the Stalkers.
Well, even if they connect, it's those Zealots. If they don't... Oh, Puck loses them to the Zealots. Oh, or sorry, loses the Zealots to the Banelings, I should say. He's got the Archons there. Really wanted to soak with those, but there's so much action going on, I guess I can understand. Getting hit by 4 people at once.
Photon Overcharge should be able to handle what's coming in here for Puck, but Puck's just going to keep trying to push forward and take out as many units as he can. Still defending back at home with a couple of Zealots against Ling run bys as well.
Yeah, curiously enough, nobody's been able to break Puck's defense while this is going on.
Protoss, man. Pretty good unit.
Pretty good unit. Well, he can't quite break the cannons, sadly. If those cannons weren't there, QueenE probably would have lost this expansion. Puck could have pushed forward, but stuck on 1 base versus 4 players. This is looking really grim for the team League of Friendship. And I want to remind everybody, the winners of this is not immunity, this is simply reward. So whoever wins this... Anyways, whoever wins this, guys, gets a second chance at immunity if they lose. So it might not even get utilized. But by the looks of it, Tafarkratz will have a second chance tonight when we go into immunity. But Puck, I say this maybe too soon. He's pushing strong here against both kaitlyn and QueenE.
He's crushing through, Rifkin. I mean, back at home, QueenE's trying to go for Colossus, but they're not in the field yet. And this Gateway army is just, it's going to crush anything on the field that's coming at it. But these Hydras may actually have something to say about it.
I think these Hydras are going to say, oh, you're Gateway units? Ha ha! Let me show you what I do to Gateway units.
Yeah, well, Puck's going to try to push his advantage as much as he can. He's getting in a decent position here at a nice choke point. And, I mean, let's see if he can work some magic here, Rifkin.
Hey, real quick, let's check for Caitlyn's saturation here. Okay, looks to be pretty average.
Ooh, sick burn.
All right,
Time Warp's
meanwhile,
gonna go down here.
Yeah, despite the Time Warp, those Hydras actually, they're going through these units like hell, but I think it's just too much. MaSsan coming now, the Roaches behind this. Puck's lost everything in the main base there.
Trying with DTs to attack MaSsan, but it's just going to be fruitless when this Overseer morphs out, and he's forced to back away. I mean, he's continuing to kill units, but it just looks like the deficit is too much to overcome. Brent is trying to expand the lower left-hand corner of the map. That's been spotted out by kaitlyn now.
Yeah, Puck's putting up a valiant effort. Like, I don't think anyone can question that, but without upgrades, that's going to be it. Game is called, and ladies and gentlemen, League of Friendship will win the reward challenge. Now, luckily, fear not, guys. We do have everything else here ready to go, so we won't waste your time. I just hope you enjoyed that. Don't be shy to leave your feedback. Let us know what you thought, etc. Go, please check out that straw poll. But without further ado, I present to you the rest of the episode.